This video will show you how to do your Week 1 assignment using Noteflight to change tone color. If you haven't already created a Noteflight account, you're going to want to start by doing that. You're just going to go to noteflight.com. It's probably a good idea to use your Minos username and password, just so it's not one more thing that you have to remember. However, this will be an account that you get to do what you want with when we're done with the class, so if you used a different username, that's totally okay. We will be coming back and using Noteflight again for future assignments, so just make sure you remember how to log in. You're already doing step 2, which is to watch this video. So for step 3, we're going to open a shared score. You can copy the link here, or over in Blackboard, I've linked it as well, and you can just click on that. So I'm going to do that, and it's going to pop open. Sometimes it may take a bit to load, especially if you have a slower internet connection. Now, right now you're looking at a shared score that you're not allowed to edit. You can play and listen to what it sounds like and do different things, but you can't do the editing that we need to do. So we need to make a copy. And to do that, I'm going to come up to this icon that, I don't know, it looks like 2 sheets of paper, I guess. And then I'm going to make a copy so it will save it to my account. I've already logged into my account in this browser, but you might be asked to do that here. So I'm going to click Save a Copy. And again, it might take a little bit to load. Now it's saving it to my account. And a bunch of different options now pop up at the top of my screen. We're not going to worry about most of those right now because we're just going to work on changing the instruments. So in the kind of upper right-hand corner, I'm going to click where it says Instruments, and that's going to open a new panel over here. So your assignment is to change the 3 instruments here to 3 different instruments. So to do that, since there's 3 different scores, we have to do this same thing 3 times. So we're going to click on the pen tool, which is going to pop open a screen. Since I have a premium account, I do have more instruments than you do, but I trust you'll be able to find some good instruments from the list that you do have. So instead of just having trumpet here, let's say I would like flute. So I selected flute, clicked on it. It does give you the option that you can put a different title there if you'd like, but you don't need to worry about changing any of that right now. If you wanted to hear what it sounded like, you could click Play Samples. And you could hear what the flute sounded like there. So I'm going to do the same thing now over with trumpet, or the second trumpet here. Let's see, I'm going to come over to strings, and I just want violin. Again, I could play samples. To hear what that sounds like, I can click OK. And then let's see, trombone. I want to change that to, let's try, so plucked strings. Let's try guitar here and see how that sounds. So if I want to hear how a composition sounds, I can come up in the upper left-hand corner and click the play button, which I'm going to do that. And you know what? I made the mistake of only having the guitar part selected, so it only played the guitar part. So I'm just going to click anywhere on the screen so it doesn't have that staff selected, and I'm going to click play again. And I know this isn't that long, so I'll just go ahead and listen to the whole thing. It'll stop playing automatically at the end. And yes, I like the way that sounds. So now I have to work on submitting my assignment. So the first thing we need to do is click Save. Noteflight will automatically save in your browser, but it doesn't automatically save to the cloud. Or, basically save where if you're going to share your score with anybody, that it recognizes it as being saved. So you want to come up here right by the Instruments tab and click on Save. And sometimes it takes, again, a minute to think, but it usually goes pretty fast. And then you notice that the save has turned gray. If I made another change, then that would turn black again, and I would want to make sure I saved again. I'm going to come over to the Connect, also up here on the top. And right now, I'm the only one that can access this score. And I want to change that so I can turn this in. So I'm going to click on Change. I'm going to allow everyone, and right now I just want everyone with a link to view. Really, you're just going to be sharing this with me, so it doesn't really matter just so long as I can look at your score. That's all we need. You want to make sure that you save this again, because that's confirming your changes. And then to get the link to your score, you click on this button here. I have no idea what this looks like, but that's going to pop up the link that just goes to your score. So you can right-click and hit copy or use Control-C on your keyboard to copy that link. And then all you need to do for your assignment is to come back to Blackboard, click on the title of the assignment, and then either in the text submission where you can hit write submission, or in the comments, you can paste in that link. Oh, but you know what? It won't let me do that. If you noticed, it tells me that I have to use either Control V or Command V, depending if I'm on a Mac or a PC. So I'm going to paste that in there. You wouldn't want to have to type that whole thing. And then click Submit, and that's all you have to do for submitting this assignment. I guess one other thing, sometimes it can be a little frustrating that you end up doing something you didn't mean to do while you're using Noteflight. You can find the Undo button in the menu over here. So there's, I guess, the 3 lines on top of each other. If you come down to Edit, and then you can click Undo. So if you accidentally, changed an instrument and you can't remember how to change it back, you can do it that way. So just one quick tip that you may find useful. If you have any other questions or problems, please get in touch with me. I am more than happy to help. Thanks, and have fun doing this assignment.